can you do in the Philippines if you're 30-ish, 40-ish for money in this video? Hey everyone, this is Gilsar Vergara back again with another video, and I am in the hotel room. Sitting Indian style, trying to get a good angle. That's pretty much what I'm doing here. This is Expat Wednesday, where we pretty much help expats transition to the Philippines or countries just like the Philippines. I have lived in the Philippines from time to time, and I have businesses there, as well as I still have a lot of family there, and I live in America as well. This is probably going to be a quick video on how a 30-ish or 40-ish person can make money or livelihood in the Philippines. This is not in any priority order. These are just ways I have observed, as well as ways that I've made income in the Philippines at my age range, because generally speaking, people moving into countries outside of their home country generally are older, retired, and so on and so forth, things like that. But things are changing, right? Even before COVID, even before this, this whole pandemic thing, things are changing. My brother makes money in the Philippines doing what he does, and I have a slew of friends that are younger than me, as well as around my age, who make money in the Philippines and live active lives over there. Let me just share with you what I know, and hopefully this will help you find that thing that you can do overseas. Now, the majority of these businesses are going to be online. You have to be, tech savvy to a degree doing these businesses. So these are the top 3 things that you can do in the Philippines to earn money and a livelihood. Being that it is a lot more affordable to live in the Philippines, taking in American income might be beneficial for you at that age, the 30 to 40 range. So as a foreigner, number one thing is that I found that most foreigners do while they're in countries like the Philippines is they teach online, right? They teach online. My brother's in his 30s. What he does is blog writing, content creation for other companies, as well as, generally speaking, he teaches people from China English as a second language. Probably pretty much one of the easiest things you can do, because 1, English is already your native tongue most of the time, right? 2, if you're somewhat tech savvy, if you know how to FaceTime, you know how to teach pretty much, right? There are certifications that you can do. TOEFL, I think there's a TOESL type certifications that you can do to get certified in teaching online. I believe there are other forms where you don't need the certification, but you can still do it, probably at a lower rate. Maybe that is something that you need to think about if you wanted to venture into moving to a different country at a younger age compared to your older counterpart. Number 2, from my observation, I've seen many younger individuals do a lot of coding and internet work, web development, and things like that overseas. I've struck up conversations with people in cafes, and just, because they were American or whatever, or I just wanted to come up on, I just wanted to just start a conversation, and I tell them, what do you do to maintain yourself here in the Philippines? And so I do IT, web developing, and things like that. And usually the second question I ask them, like, is it enough for you to stay here long term? And they say, yeah. I mean, it's amazing, because I take in American money and I spend in Philippine pesos. And the individuals I spoke to, they're usually just working from their laptop, doing their thing. And, they put in I met this one gentleman, he was like, oh, I only work 4 hours a day and I do my thing. And then pretty much, I think he was a webmaster, I believe, or he was just maintaining websites and things like that. Number 3 is people who deal with marketing. I met this one gentleman. He's basically a social media marketer. He ran campaigns for other companies while he was living in the Philippines, and he told me that he would stay in Thailand from time to time because he would just get in touch with his clients. The clients had a particular requirement as far as what they needed for their business, as far as concerning marketing and advertising. He would handle it for them, and he got paid a fee. And I believe he dabbled in graphic design, so that's something for you guys who are artistic, who are really good with what you guys do graphic wise with Adobe and things like that. That's something you can source out, freelance and things like that. And he did that for years. He said That particular gentleman said that he stayed in the Philippines for about 6 years already. So, and that was what was maintaining his lifestyle. So those are my top 3 things that I observed that a 30 to 40 something can do in the Philippines. The question of the day is, what do you feel is a job or service that you can provide at that age range in the Philippines? So pretty much, as you can see, a lot of these services or sources of income are web-based. Everything's internet-based. And I think that is something that everybody in their 30s and 40s, even younger or even older, needs to consider, because this is where the world is going. You can freelance from freaking Russia. You can freelance from pretty much everywhere. You can pretty much freelance from any corner in the world as long as you have an interconnection. You have an office. As long as you have an interconnection, you have clients. You have the world at your grasp, pretty much. And that is what I am fighting for. That is what I am working hard at, to make sure that my digital real estate, right, things that I can build value on, are doing well. So I can, apart from my physical businesses, I can generate a source of income or another stream of income from the internet or just online. Because the great thing about the internet is that, depending on the product or service that you're doing, it's almost like it's perpetual. It's open 24 hours, right? To a degree, right? It's pretty much accessible any given time, any given day. And like I said, depending on your product or service, you can really excel at, at anything. Like the YouTube videos, it's available 24/7. Anybody can watch it, and pretty much even affiliate marketing 24/7, because the world doesn't sleep. Portions of the world sleep, but not the whole entire world at one time. So that's something for you guys to consider. And I'm always looking for more ways online to, just create another stream, like luxury.ph. I'm still working on it. It's up and running, but I'm still working on certain things for it to be streamlined and income generating. It's not going to happen in the next year, because it just takes time to build up the traffic and things like that. That's pretty much the video. I have nothing really else to say. Shout out to you guys who are younger than myself, who are making it, doing your thing. Comment down below if you have a product or service that I can shout out that you're doing, that can be done anywhere in the world, and you want to share with the viewership here. I would love to feature you. It's always refreshing when you see a younger person doing better than you, because it pushes me to consistently, like, what am I missing? Let me get on that right there. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do here. My name is Gilsar Vergara with Do My Life, and I thank you for your time. Take care, God bless, and stay safe. Bye.